free iMac off a horse farmer the other day. She said it was sitting in her damp basement for over 10 years. Something like that. Let's see if we can get it to life, or if it deserves to stay in the barn. Right now, what I was told is that it doesn't boot past 10 seconds. The hard drive's been removed, so I need to find a replacement for that. I'll see what I can do. So at this point, it could be a multiple reasons. It could be a hard drive issue, or it could be a RAM issue, or it could be just my boot drive is not good. So it took quite a while to get that boot drive going, but I'm gonna try again an open core legacy patcher, because that is probably the simpler of the options than tearing this down and reseating the RAM. It is booting. It is showing that it has life. So at this point, I'm not gonna say that it's a RAM issue. I'll give it another attempt with the legacy core patcher. All right, so part 2 of CoCo Computing. This is the iMac booting up. Finally got it put together, put the new RAMs in, but the operating system was giving me such a pain. It was giving me such a headache. Even now, it's giving me a headache. Lawrence J, I gotta thank you. You've got it going. You've got it going. All right, part 2 coming out soon. It would let me start on, and the iOS would show life. The computer would show life. I would get stop signs. I would get Apple loading bars. It would go halfway across the loading bar, and then all of a sudden it would crash and reboot. And it was doing it over and over and over again. And I have a MacBook Pro because I've been upgrading SSD. I've been upgrading to an SSD and RAM sticks on the MacBook Pros. But I have one MacBook in particular that was also being tricky. It wasn't accepting any of the open core legacy drives that I was throwing at it. And even this one too, it doesn't like what is going on. This is a 2008 iMac, open core legacy, and even when I got it to terminal, it was saying iMac 8, 1. So it's tricky because when I left for work today, it was booting up fine. Conditionally fine. I'll show you here. So I'm holding Alt now. I'm going to get to a EFI boot on a hard drive. And I'm going to load up, and you can see there's a little dash. Well, what does that mean? Where's the Apple logo? Well, there is none. For what's happening right now, it's trying to load a different operating system. Lawrence, in the chat, the YouTube comment section, told me, try Linux. And I never wanted to be that kind of guy. I see those YouTube videos, the Linux people, they're wearing their Linux t-shirts, they got a full beard going on. But I tell you, I loaded up Linux. I loaded up Linux Mint. And it worked immediately. Now, as you see, when I rebooted, I was having issues. So it's not the be all end all. We're still in the thick of it, but we're put together. We're connected to the internet. We're loading YouTube videos. The sound's working. In my eyes, this is done. Right now it's got a 521 gigabyte SSD in there. I was going 1 terabyte, but I can't see it being worth it to put a 1 terabyte in. And I want to resell these things. I want to resell these Macs, these computers that I'm tinkering with. And I don't know if anyone's going to buy an iMac Linux. I mean, even me, I love computers and I'm a difficult sell. So, if you have any thoughts, if you have any idea how I can get Apple OS onto this thing, because I've tried many hours. But, yeah. Thanks for stopping by, CoCo Computing. Part 2 of the iMac. Thanks to Lawrence on YouTube. You helped me out. It's running. Alright, so I've had enough of this Mac. I figured it out. In Linux, you have a bootloader called Refind. What the? It's supposed to boot into the Refind. So it does this for about a minute, and then it boots into Linux. It's all software based. I hate software. So for now, again, for the 9th time, I'm putting this iMac on pause. It just takes a lot. It's just taking a lot of my resources, time, and I'm moving on to the next project. I can't spend all my time on this. Like a minute later, that was 50 seconds, and it's now going to boot into the Linux, I believe. Call me a liar. I kind of want to show this on camera, but it's just taking a sweet old time. Bye for now. Again, thanks for sticking around. If you truly like this content, give me a like. Just give me a like, or even a comment. Let me know. Thanks. So after days of wrestling with OpenCore, firmware errors, stop signs, unsupported versions, every issue, hardware issues, I finally gave up on macOS, and I gave Linux Mint a shot. And honestly, it just worked. First try. It put new life into this 2008 iMac that Apple has long left behind. And while it might not be running Final Cut Pro or syncing to iCloud, it's now fast, functional, and a totally usable machine. This whole journey taught me something. Sometimes it's not about forcing old tech to be what it once was. Sometimes it's just about giving it new purpose. So if you're out there with an old Mac, don't toss it out. Tinker with it. Give it to somebody who will tinker with it. So thanks for watching. If this helped you, entertained you, give it a like and subscribe for more real world flips and fixes. Until next time, keep experimenting and don't be afraid to pivot when OS says no. CoCo Computers out.